Hi everyone, it's Beth, and today I'm making a super pretty decorative tray. I used some of Dollar Tree's floral print vinyl, 3 of these hanging signs from Dollar Tree, as well as 2 of Dollar Tree's 8x10 frames, 3 of these stir sticks I had on hand, those I get from Amazon, as well as these unfinished beads, twine, white chalk paint, and hot glue. First thing I did was remove the glass and the backing from each of the frames because I won't be using those, and then pulled off all the little tabs from them and painted both of them with the white chalk paint, and I did 3 coats covering the entire thing. And then I grabbed a large Ziploc bag and put my beads that I was going to use into that. I used 66 beads. Once I had them all in there, I just took some of my white chalk paint and just poured a little bit into the bag, sealed it up, and then moved the beads within the bag just to cover them with the white chalk paint. Much easier than trying to paint them all individually. Once they were all covered, I emptied them out onto a piece of my parchment paper. And after they were all on there, I just took a little skewer or dowel and separated them all so they wouldn't dry together. Once I had them separated, I used my heating tool to speed up the drying process. Next, I took my 3 signs that I got from Dollar Tree and just removed the hangers and lined them up side by side. And took my 3 stir sticks and just cut them down. I used Fisker's shears to cut them. After they were all cut down to size, I hot glued them into place. And then I used the white chalk paint, and I just did this one side that I had glued the stir sticks down on. You don't need to paint the other side. Once that was all dry, I flipped it over to the unfinished side, and I took the vinyl I got from Dollar Tree and put it over there and just cut a piece that was big enough to fit it. And then I just removed the backing after I had it trimmed down and just lined it up into place. And it smooths out really easy. I was expecting it to have some wrinkles, but it really didn't. It smoothed out super easy. Once I had it all on there, I just took scissors and trimmed up any excess that was around the edges. Once that was done, I hot glued my beads to the top part of the frame. So the part I'm gluing to this frame is the front of the frame. So I glued 52 beads all the way around. And then once they were on there, I just did a quick extra coat on the outside of the beads and then again on the inside just to freshen them up a bit. And then I took 7 beads and strung them on a piece of the twine and just knotted it on both ends, leaving a little bit of excess string hanging on either side So I made 2 of those, so I used 14 beads in total. And these are the handles. Then I just placed them in between some of the beads on either side and hot glued them into place. And next I just trimmed up the twine that was on the inside of the frame with the beads. And then I took the next frame and flipped it over and hot glued the back of it all the way around. And then flipped my other frame and put the bead side on the hot glue on the other frame. I did it this way so I made sure that the hot glue didn't leak down and cover the beads. And then the next thing I did was put another row of hot glue all the way around the bottom. And then I took my base for my tray that had the vinyl, make sure the vinyl is facing down, and just hot glue that into place. And that is it. I'm so happy how this turned out. I think it's really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.